With the 3 skill points I got raiding tombs off screen after my last video, I'll get Heavy Lifter, which lets me carry 40 arrows, Accomplished Killer, which increases XP gain from headshots and stealth kills, and I'll put my final skill point into Axe Expert, which increases the speed of my finisher animation and changes it from hitting the enemy in the head with a rock to doing it with my climbing axe, which is pretty brutal. Something I recommend doing with this fight is to jump on top of this platform and take out the enemies that are already on the other side before jumping down and fighting the next ones. Why I do this is because jumping down spawns more enemies, and killing the first few before spawning the full fight is a way to make the fight a bit easier. Here we are down in the geothermal caverns, which has become one of my favorite areas in the game due to how many of the encounters in it you can do purely through stealth. I really enjoy taking these guys out here, and I've got it down pretty fast by now. Just gonna double stealth kill these two. Loot what I can from their bodies. Head on up. And this next guy we can just take out with a shot to the chest. And yeah, like this area I can do quite quickly with no real issues. Unlike in my Stealth Reaper video, I go faster here, killing this first guy, then taking out the ones remaining using my usual multi-kill strat. On the no upgrade run, this next place doesn't mean anything, it's just another encounter. Here though, it can mean quite a lot. There's a massive group of enemies that you can basically harvest for XP by setting fire to one of the gas streams here. I love this place. Maybe I should make a video in which I genuinely try to fight everyone here with my bow, because stealth killing them all at once is clearly the best strategy for this area. Harvesting their bodies gives me a ton of salvage, and while I can't use it right now because I don't have the bow upgrade, I will eventually collect enough bow parts to make that step up, and I'll be able to spend all the salvage on my bow. This fight is challenging when you're allowed to use all your weapons, let alone just your bow. The important thing here is to stay safe while killing enemies as quickly as possible. What that means is making sure only one enemy has line of sight on you at a time, and doing your best to make sure that that enemy is placed in constant hit stun until the moment he dies. You also can't really run out and retrieve arrows from bodies until everyone here has been killed, which is why the 40 arrow capacity upgrade is so important to have by this point. I'll use axe strikes to kill this guy, but as soon as I land the finisher on him, you'll see me run back toward the back of the room. The reason I do that is because I know these next guys will spawn in, and these guys are pretty dangerous. We have a machine gunner and a dude with heavy armor, so I need to make sure I'm hiding behind something, because the dude with the heavy armor is a melee guy, and you'll see me use the pillar to not only move around the melee guy and prevent him from hitting me, I also use it to make sure the shotgun guy doesn't really have too much line of sight on me until I can get him in enough hit stun to the point of killing him. I won't say much or show much regarding this fight here. It's all choke points, which means the best strategy is to stay back and let the enemies come to you. Once you've dealt with all the ones that are trying to push up toward you, you can just peek out from cover and take down the ones that are hiding ahead of you. Just basically rinse and repeat until you're through this series of hallways. It's pretty easy.